Here we go. Unmute. There we go. Okay, so this is my first time going live in my new office. Hi, Natasha. Thanks for stopping in. This is my first time going live in my new office, so I'm still trying to get everything set up. So bear with me. And I also don't usually go live on TikTok. I usually go live elsewhere. So let's see. My phone. Trying to get my other device going here so I can figure things out. Make sure everybody can see me. You said you could hear me. All right. So on the agenda tonight, I have some coloring to do. I have some packages to wrap. Yours is one of them, Natasha. So I figured I'd let you guys figure out where we wanted to start. So if you want, since you're here, Natasha, I can start on your box if you would like. So let's see. All right. Yay. And you said orange and purple, right? Were your favorite colors? Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one. All right. Okay. All right, cool. So I have a bunch of different shades. I don't know if you can see. Like I said, working on the setup here. I have a bunch of different colors. So I have this really pretty bright orange. I have this light purple. I have like a dark purple. Yeah, this lighting is terrible. I'm still working on stuff here. All right. All right. I don't know if you can still hear me over here, Natasha, but because you are one of the first ones in here, you also get, I have 3 left of my other book. I don't know if you can still hear me, so let me come back over here. So, feel free to SHARE and TAP. I assume I'm not allowed to say these things anymore. So, because you're one of the first ones here, you also get my other pen name. This is terrible. My other pen name, Megra's Discord. This is one of the last copies I'm going to print of this version because I am. So my other pen name is Jay McCarthy. Boom. And then this is the other pen name. Yes, this is one of the last versions I have 3 left. This is one of the last versions I'm going to print because I am going to reformat it and either extend it or write a sequel to it, or both, probably both, honestly. This is a story about Megra, and swipe right to view more comments. Like I said, I'm really new to this whole TikTok thing. Anyway, yes. So Megra's Discord is a fairy tale, a twisted fairy tale retelling of Megra and Hercules. So, if you would like, I can read the back of it for you. It says, "Where happiness blooms, chaos consumes. Hercules and Megra once basked in the bliss of their hard-won happily ever after, but a single twist of fate shatters their idyllic world. Megra's return from the afterlife brings unforeseen complications, triggering a chain of events with devastating consequences that neither of them could have anticipated. Once again, the couple finds themselves guarding secrets that could tear their love apart. As those secrets are forcibly exposed, questions arise. Could communication have thwarted the discord that threatens to shatter the world, or were the star-crossed lovers forever destined for heartbreak? Amidst the resurgence of an ancient adversary and the scheming of a former ally, a fateful pact is struck, forever altering the course of their lives in this dark reimagining of the Hercules and Megra saga. Sorry, that was a weird time for my accent to come out. The stage is set where happiness once bloomed, now consumed by chaos. Will their love transcend the trials of fate, or has the end after all arrived?" So that is the synopsis of Megra's Discord. So I'm going to tell you, Megra is probably one of my favorite characters of Greek mythology. A lot of it comes from that kid company that we all were obsessed with when we grew up. You know, the one that did all the cartoon movies. Yeah, the one that hasn't. I'm sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. I just can't say the word. I'm sure. But so this Megra is one of my favorite characters in Greek mythology in general. And then I always loved the way that she was portrayed in that animated film. If you get what I'm saying here. And so I always wanted to write my own like little story about it. So, so I'm excited. I mean, like I said, this is one of the last ones that I'm going to print, or one of the last ones I have printed until I redo it. And once I'm redoing it, the cover is still going to be the same because I love this cover. I just think it's beautiful, and I think it really kind of like, I just love it. But I hope that you enjoy the twist. Hello. But I hope you enjoy the twist. So this is one of the last ones. So, Natasha, really? That one. And then this one is my first long. Oh, this is also one of the first books that I actually published, and this is the first thing I did by myself. It was originally in a. Thank you. It was originally in a a series of short stories, an anthology, but they ended up taking it offline, and so I decided to do it by myself. Go. There's that. Thanks for all the gifts, Natasha. I'm not ignoring you. I apologize. Okay, so now I can either show you a sneak peek of what you're getting, or you can watch me fill the box. It's up to you. You tell me. That essential oil smells so good. All right. Let's see. Okay. So let me grab the box. Not me ignoring all the comments in here. My bad. Okay. terribly put together. All right, so box. I did cheat before I came on live, and I put a handful of these together, so that way it was easier work for me. So don't judge me. All right, so in here we're gonna lay this down. All right, so I also went through and I hand colored a couple pages of stuff. I have this one. There's one in here too. All right, so here's this. Okay, so one of the things I'm sending in is this pretty colored. I know, right? So there's that. Oh, that's what fell earlier. Okay. So you will also get some earrings and a bookmark. Some cute little bracelets. Let's see. That one. Actually, orange and purple. You're not a Taurus by chance, are you, Natasha? Leo.
Whatever you have TikTok
Huh?
on. That's whatever you have TikTok on. It has the best camera.
Yes, my phone.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. I love you.
Okay.
If this gets too much, you can shut it off. I just figured.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I love you.
I smell good.
Thank you. All right. Okay, so ooh, this is what I was looking for. I don't know if you can see it, but of course it's gonna be annoying. Oh, whatever. You'll see it when you open your box. All right, so I'm gonna give you 4 bracelets. Then one of my favorite things that I just got. Thank you. Is a positive potato. All right, let's see. What message do we have for Natasha? Do you want me to read it to you, or do you want it to be a surprise? Hi, Ava. Welcome. This says, the world needs your heartbeat. Keep it steady, keep it true. Isn't that the cutest thing? Yeah, aren't these adorable? A little positive potato. So my whole goal with these book boxes, just so everybody knows, I don't know how many people are even here, but so the reason why I write, I figured I can at least like talk to you guys while I'm doing this. Sorry. The reason why I write is because I love it. I've been wanting to be a writer since I was 12, but also I want people to feel something. So when you're reading about Jade and Colton, I want you to feel something, and I want it to mean something, because at the end of the day, we all have those emotions, right? And we like to escape into books and we like to escape into all those things, but we also need the time and energy to deal with the emotions that we like to run from. And I'll tell you that I wrote Writer's Melody within 9 months. And during that time was some of the hardest times that I've had to go through in my life. And it's the realest, most vulnerable thing that I've ever written. And so when people read it, I want them to feel something. And I hope that people resonate with some parts of it. That's what matters to me. And so their story really means a lot to me. And when people buy books from me, especially if they're buying directly from me, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get away from the Zon. And the reason why I'm trying to get away from the Zon is because the Zon, for me, the writing is not, thank you. I don't write because I want to make money. I write because of what I just told you. However, if I'm going to make money writing, I would like to make money writing. You know what I mean? So for me, specifically, I would much rather, if somebody's going to spend the money on the books to support me, I would much rather give them a box of goodies like this so that it is worth their while. Because I do it too. I'm a reader, and when I buy books, I'm spending all that money to buy a book. Great, but all I get is a book. And as much as I love books, it does feel anticlimactic once you get to the end. You know what I mean? And then you're like, oh, now what? Especially if you get a really, really good book. Not that I'm assuming that this is going to happen with Writer's Melody. I hope it happens. But especially when you get a really, really good book and you get that reading hangover. And I want it to be, I want it to mean something. You know what I mean? And so if people are going to spend the money, especially if they're going to spend, the $20 and get a book box, I want it to be worth your while. And so that's why I'm going to do my best to give you something like this. So in this, you've got a keychain. I think I put one keychain in here. Normally I put more than one keychain in. So I'm going to do 2 keychains. I'm waiting for my other shipment of keychains to get in here, but you have a bunch of other stuff, so hopefully you won't be too mad about just getting the 1 keychain. But you're getting earrings, bookmarks, stickers, the positive potato bracelet, pens, 2 books, depending on when you buy. I have enough pens to go around too, so. All right. Do you like strawberries, Natasha? Okay. Purple strawberry pen. Black cat pen. And then inspirational quote pen. Okay. Let's see. And then I also got these cute little gem jars. Let's see. What do I think you need? Let's see. Is it... What do you think you need most in your life right now? Do you need protection, clarification, focus, love, healing? What phase of your life are you in right now? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. Healing. Okay. Okay. Healing from heartbreak. Healing just in general from trauma. Again, you don't have to go into detail. Let's see. General. Okay. Best stones for general healing. I'm thinking rose quartz, but I know that's the love element. Clear quartz. Rose quartz, clear quartz. Okay. Garnet. Aha! I knew I saw one in there. Master Healer is highly versatile. See? Okay. Let's see. General healing. Ba-ba-ba. Let's see. Rose quartz. Calming, kindness, love. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, citrine might be the best one then. That's a good point. Manifest a new perspective and abundance of positivity. Would you like that better? I know I saw it in here. Aha, there it is. All right, so we will put that right there. All right, I'm going to throw this in with your keychains. Actually, I'll throw it in here. Okay. Something tells me this book box is going to be exactly what you need, because the theme of these items that I've bought for these book boxes focus a lot on positivity and empowerment. Not brag or anything. All right. Okay. So you will also get a bunch of stickers. All right, so I'm also waiting for more of those to come in. But I do have quite a bit. I am completely lost in books. Let's see. Great things never came from comfort zones. Yeah. Boom. Do you do anything with yarn? That is pretty crazy. So I will say, people find Rhiannon when they're meant to find Rhiannon. That's kind of how we all get here. So it is pretty funny. Not yet. Okay. I like how you said not yet. Oh crap, where'd it go? It's pretty cute. Okay. So there's that. All right. Other thing we're going to get is so I'm also giving everybody coloring books very specifically because coloring is very therapeutic. Even if you're not into coloring, it can be very, very helpful. Let me make sure I don't. There we go. I'm not missing any more comments. Okay. Let's see. This one looks like a good one. Mindful patterns. And it really just has just such good like you also get these. Never Stop Dreaming. So tell me why. I opened this one, right? And then it has a bunch of just inspirational quotes in all of these, which is why I wanted to give these. Yep, see, which is why I wanted to give these away. So I hadn't decided if I wanted to give like one of each because I have like a bunch of different kinds, right? So now I'm just like, do not fear mistakes. You are made of magic. Like, I love myself. Love is never wrong. Like, these are just amazing. So, like, I had planned on giving one of every single one. Some days you just have to create your own sunshine. So it's up to you. Do you want all 5 of these? Or do you want... This one is really important because, like you said, it has the owl in it. But these have a variety of different quotes. So I can give you all 5. Or if you don't want all 5 and you don't think you're going to need all 5, I can just give you one of your choice. It's up to you. My original plan was all 5. Okay. Like I said, I want these book boxes to be worthwhile for everybody. Okay. So there's that. You guys also get like I said, my plan was to give them all to everybody, so. But I also know there's a lot there. So a lot of people are like, I don't want all that crap. Okay, so another thing. Yes, there's more. There's still more. I told you, if you're gonna buy directly from me, share with your friends. And if you feel comfortable, do an unboxing on your Tiki-Taki when you get it, and you know, show everybody. Only if you want to, no pressure. All I ask in return is if people review, and there's no pressure even to review. So the other thing you guys get is character art. This is character art that I paid an artist to bring my characters to life. When I saw these, I cried. So you saw the cover, right? If I need to give you a refresher, I can. But, so, when I saw these, I cried. So this is Jade. I don't remember if you were in the chat when Rhiannon showed off these, but, and then this is Colton. I know it's hard to see because this light is terrible. And then this is Jade and Colton together. So, girl, when I got these from the artist, these are hand drawn by an artist in, I can't remember where, but right? And the quality is so good. Like I can't like even now I'm just staring at them and I'm just like, oh, so good. So you get these. And then I usually write on the back of them, but I think I'm going to stop doing that because I don't want to smear it all over the place. Okay, and then a personal handwritten thank you card from me. Do that at the end. Then the other thing, which I just got, and I've not put them together yet, but I'm going to put one together for you. Sorry, I need a drink. Do you like axolotls? How did I know your answer was going to be OMG yes? Okay. So, I was definitely not minding my own business on the internet. And I stumbled across these really, really cute things. Let's see. I think there's a purple one. There is a purple one. All right. It's hard to see because it's really little. Okay. Like I said, I was not minding my own business at all. Well, if it looks like too much purple, then I'll change it. But, and I came across these really cute things. It's called a emotional support axolotl. Okay. Well, Jackie, what's an emotional support axolotl? I've never heard of one. Neither have I. It's a little cute DIY kit. I thought about sending these out just to have you guys put them together yourselves, but I feel like that's going to be too much, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it for you guys. Let's see. Wishing you a lot of love. These all say the same thing now. You're one in X a million. I think about you a lot. You're a lot of fun. Wishing you a lot of love. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Right? Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this. Was blue on the list of colors that you liked? just because I don't want this to be too much purple. Because they gave me like purple beads and blue beads, and then they gave me like a variety of colors. So I worry that the purple might be too purpley. And I just feel like for whatever reason, I feel like the purple axolotl is the most important for you right now. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to listen to Spirit. Spirit's telling me what to do, so I'm going to do it. Like that. Put the little axolotl in there. Like that. Put the little corky cork on it. Like that. And then this says, wishing you a lot of love. I know it, you know it. Tiny Axolotl has your back whenever you need a pick-me-up. You go like this. Excuse me. And it looks like, isn't that the most adorable freaking thing you've ever seen in your life? Right? Now you might have to like fix it when it goes right. I was like, I obviously need that for my readers. Are you insane? Hi Mel, how are you? So, yeah. Isn't that the cutest freaking thing? So, I'm not affiliated with this company, but I sure need to be. Look. Emotional support axolotl Mel. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? Hi, Grace. I think you came in. I don't know where you went. All right, so we're going to slide that right in with your citrine. And like I said, when you get it, you might have to finagle it a little bit. But I will put it in here. And then, so let's see. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything. Gave you your pens. I gave you your bracelets. I gave you your books. Okay. Okay. Yep. Like I said, if you buy a book box from me, I want it to be worth it. So now all I have to do is put this all in here, make it fit somehow, and then do your card. I will write it in purple. Oh, I love you too, Mel. Thank you. Thank you guys for popping in. I wasn't really sure how this was going to go because A, it's late, and B, it's kind of like a little niche thing. All right. Natasha. only buy you. Okay. Then another signature. If I can spell my own name right, let's try that, huh? Okay. All right, so then we're going to put your handwritten note in the envelope. With all of your character art. With my business cards. So, with these business cards, I'm going to give you my business cards. I'm also going to give you the business cards of my best friend, Nicola Terry. She is also an author. And her books, the Leptiza series, I usually have them on my shelf. But like I said, putting my office back together, so I don't have it all. She is the one who actually created the character of Jade. So, fun fact, the characters that you're going to meet in this book are actually characters that my best friend Nikki and I have created ever since we were children. Cadence and Jade. And we have been writing together ever since we were 12 years old. And now we can actually be published authors together. So if you would like to know more about the world, and yeah, aren't they super cute? Wearing my own merch. And I'm actually not the one who created it. It's actually, her name is Gray Rose Crafts. She hand makes these. These are handmade, and they are also in your box as well, Natasha. So I know, right? Aren't they so cute? I actually like this version better than the first version that she made. The first version she made, so cute, but so heavy on my ears for some reason. It's the one middle bead. I don't know what it is, but it's just, I think it's like straight up obsidian, like heavy. Oh man. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so my best friend Nicola and I have actually been writing ever since we were children together, and now we can actually live our dreams of being published authors together. So any chance we get, we try to promote each other's work. All of her stuff is on the back of here if you want to know more about the world. Our books are linked, and we always have Easter eggs in each other's books, so that, and I mean, it's not that anybody else is going to know except for us, but you know, it's fine. So those are both in there. So this is my business card. Has all of my links and stuff if you want to follow me everywhere. And then, which I think you might already have, but and then this is all of her stuff as well. So there is that. And then we'll put that in there. And guess what? The fun doesn't stop there, because guess what else you get? Thank you. The fun doesn't stop there, because you still have one more thing that you get. Move all my coloring stuff. We'll be doing that here in a minute.
So now you just have to tame all your stuff into a way that will allow me to close the box and wrap everything. I have to just tie the axle out on the front with the rose. All right. Okay. All right, so we got stickers, we got pens, we got coloring books, we got positive potato, we got earrings, we got bookmarks, we got bracelets, we got all the stuff. Don't think I forgot anything. So now, I love you too. You get some rest. Thanks for stopping in, giving me some gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you, Natasha. I'm trying. Like I said, I just want to make sure it's worth it if you guys are spending money, especially if you're going direct. And that's the thing, like I started to say earlier, it's not about the money for me. But if you guys pay the Zon, they take like almost all of it. So like I have one person that bought a paperback copy of Writer's Melody, and I'm only making $1 off of it because they take everything else, especially since they just changed their printing costs. So I spent hundreds of dollars getting all these books printed, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 copies on hand, and I had to, pay out of pocket. If they give me a discount, sure, but that doesn't count towards my royalties. If I go because they have like you can get author copies, which is a discounted price, great, so I can get more bulk, which is awesome, but the downside is it doesn't count towards my royalties, so I don't get reimbursed for any of it. But if I buy like outright, like a normal person, then I get some of that money back. But like I said, I had one person online. It's like $14.99, I think, or $15.99, something like that, on Amazon, on Amazon. TikTok shop. And yeah, and so, and then people get it, and it's not even signed or anything because I don't have any control over it. They just print it and they send it. And so I would much rather you guys buy it for me so I can personalize it for you. I can write a note for you. And so it's a more like intimate relationship. You know what I mean? It's not about the money for me. It's about, I want you to have a good experience if you buy my stuff, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? But hi, EVM. So that's my whole thing. Like, thank you for that. But, and that's my thing is I don't want my readers to go and have to, buy it from the Zon and then be like, oh, I don't want to be judged based off of their experiences with the Zon. Because if they get, like, the other problem too is I have no control over how it prints. So like they could be buying it off the Zon and then they get a crappy copy, and then it's all of a sudden my problem. And this author, sent me a crappy copy and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I didn't do that. So it's just, and that's the whole thing. But the problem with the writing community is, we're so reliant on the Zon that that's the only way we'll make money. But again, I don't care about the money. I have a full-time career, 2 full-time careers. So like, it's whatever. I write because I love it, not because I'm trying to get rich. And if anybody's in the business of writing to get rich, they're in the wrong business, unless they're like a Stephen King or George R.R. Martin or, J.K. Rowling type. So it's difficult. I would just much rather people have a good experience. That's my soapbox, I guess. The other side too is I know that there's typos in this book because when I went and ran it through the Zon, so feel free if you find any typos, just reach out to me and let me know. I'm trying to catch them all and fix them all so I can reprint the whole thing. Because the other thing too is when you're uploading a book, you can edit. Because I've gone through this book a gazillion times, but you're never going to catch everything. But even with me going through it a gazillion times, it's still got a couple typos that my husband pointed out to me the other day, and I was like, gosh darn it. And but even then, it's because the typos are real words. So yeah, especially in this world right now, like I think more than anything, people are craving connection. Even for people like me that don't really people very often, or that's not true. I work in HR, people all the time, but I don't really. I don't want to say I don't like people because I like people, but it's like, thank you. Excuse me, sorry. But, and it's not that I don't like people, it's just that, like, people are very difficult. So, but even me, I'm like, man, if I could just talk to a real human, or thank you, or an adult, that'd be great. Allergies. Agreed, yes. I'm very protective of my energy anymore. Sorry for sneezing everywhere. I live in Michigan, and it got real cold, real quick. Drag the puzzle piece. Oh, my bad. Unable to verify. Oh, I thought you said you were in a call, and I was like, oh, am I being too loud? But you said Callie. I really don't have a lot of experience with Callie. The most experience I've had with Callie is Fort Irwin when I was in the military. That's as far as I went, unfortunately. Never made it back out there. I will say, I definitely love living in Michigan. Absolutely love it. I used to be, because I grew up here too. Well, kind of, because I was a military brat. But I used to be one of those people that would be like, I'm getting out of here as quick as I can. You know, which is hilarious considering I moved around my whole life and I hated moving around. And so it was laughable to me that by the time I got to high school, I was like, I'm not staying here. I also wanted to be an actress for a long time. I was good at it. I could have made it, but got mixed with the wrong crowd, so didn't happen. I'm better for it, though. I'm glad I didn't go that route, but... But now that I'm older, I'm like, man, I love it here. I like Colorado. Me too. Me too. I'm definitely glad. So, boom. And now we're gonna go like this. And you are gonna get a pretty rainbow music note paper. If my name was Jackie, where would I put my tape? Thanks for hanging out with me while I do this. Hopefully it's not too boring. Who's lurking in here and not saying anything, by the way? Well, thank you, Kylie. I don't follow God, but I appreciate his guidance anyway. I believe in him. And I hope that he protects you and keeps you safe. And that was very kind of you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Thank you very much. If every religious interaction was like that, I would have no problem. Very kind. So, what was I going to say to you? I don't know what I was going to say to you, Natasha. Oh, yes. So my parents and I used to vacation to Colorado quite a bit. It was very nice. We used to go ride horses in the mountains and stuff. And I used to pretend I hated it because, you know, teenage angst. But, I really liked it there. My husband and I actually used to live in New Mexico and then in Arizona. Ooh, I loved Colorado Springs. My family is from Massachusetts. Well, my dad is from Massachusetts, I guess I should say. I was technically born there. Technically. I say technically because, again, military brat. But, there are times like, but my dad was like born and raised there, and he grew up there, and he has the accent still all these years later. And it's actually really funny because sometimes you can tell if I have talked to him because I will be talking and then randomly get these weird Boston accents. It does have some beautiful parts in New Mexico. We lived in Farmington because my husband worked in construction at the time, and he was building houses for the Navajo, which was really cool. It was a very, very cool experience. Yeah, it was really cool. And it was cool too to see the way they built the houses too. So it was like I don't know, it was a really cool experience. Whew. Right back. I'm still here if you can't hear me or if you can't see me. Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, so now comes the fun part. All right, so now let me grab a cute little piece of paper. Let's use this one. I'm having a good time just hanging out with you two. All right, let's see. All right, now we're going to use the music notes. I guess I can let you choose. Do you want pearls, music notes, I have red? Hi, Rick. The only rule here is that we be kind and respectful. So music notes. All right, so music notes for the one. And then for your second piece of ribbon, do you want pearls or red, sparkly? Pearls. Good choice. That's what I wanted to do. And look at this. It's so pretty. Okay. Okay. It is Tasha. Written all pretty like. Okay. All right, Mr. Mosquito. I know, right? All right. Oh, of course, we made it too short. What a bummer. We have to have more pearl than music note. Darn. So heartbroken by that, I'm sure. Might as well just do that. All right. Okay. This is being weird. I mean, kind of, I guess, but I mean, you saw almost everything that's gone in here, I think. Minus the stickers. There we go. That feels better. But thank you for that comparison because I've never actually personally done a blind date with a book, but I've heard a lot of really good things about it. And I've always wanted to try it, I just never do. All right, and then take your cute little rose here. And then okay. Nice. I should try it. My tape ripped. My bad. Thank you. I don't know, I just feel like there's so much going on in this world. I want people to feel, I don't know, good. Alright, then we're gonna do, I want to add a little splash of color, so we're gonna do a little red. So that I can attach your axolotl and your little taggy. So, do I have one of mine? Do 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 do. Maybe. Alright, so oh baby. Alright. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do this. Oh, I agree. Just make sure I didn't miss any of your comments. Yeah, and you know, that's my whole thing is like, I love being able to take my Kindle anywhere or like my phone anywhere so that I can read whatever I want, whenever I want, and all that stuff. I like being able to do that, but it also kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of doesn't make it feel the same, you know? Like, when my husband was going through all of his health stuff, I really struggled because I wanted to have, like, some sort of planner or whatever, because I'm a planner girl. Like, I love having, like, some sort of planner or something. I love having something in my hands. I love having like a notebook or a notepad or sticky notes or something. And it was hard because there really wasn't much that I could do, because as much as I love having a planner in my hands, I suck at keeping planners. So it was really frustrating. And I found like an app that was like it was like a planner, but it was like a checklist type of situation. I don't know how to explain it, but and so I could like list things, and it's really helpful. But even then, like I get really distracted and I forget to update it, and like I haven't updated it in months now, and I paid for it and everything, and so I get really frustrated with myself because I'm like, dang it, I should have been doing this. I don't know if you play the Dragon Age games or if you're a video gamer or anything like that, but there's this character named Cullen in Dragon Age Inquisition, and I love him. He cracks me up. But I just felt like him, how he was like, I should be doing this. But But I wanted to have something on hand in case my boss, because my boss was taking a lot of heat for me because he was doing a lot of special accommodations for me to accommodate my schedule. I don't know if you heard about it, but well, I was talking about it in the disco and stuff like that. But daily grind. No, I have not. Oh, oops. Just got cut up and lights out for some of those goods. but yeah, so but no, I have not seen the covers. I'm gonna have to look. Alright. I'm putting this splash of red on here so that I can put a little tag on whatever I did with the tags. They don't exist. Did I not just have them in my hand a little bit ago? If my name was Jackie, where would I put the tags? Alright, I'll deal with that problem later. Put your little axolotl out of here. Let me actually wrap this in real quick. So now I have to mail this to you. Ooh. That sounds amazing. Oh gosh. It's already 1 o'clock in the morning almost. Not bad, not bad. Still gonna be here for a while, so make a good time. All right. Seriously though, what do I do with those tags? Oh, right here. Just use your eyeballs, Jax. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Where's my orange? Right here. All right. So there's that. This. So I am also a law nerd, and I like to look into popular I don't want to say like popular. That's not the right word. Kind of, I guess. High profile cases, I guess we'll just call it that. Oh yeah. Ta-da! Glad you like it. All right. Tasha off my list. Oh. All right. All right. Put that in the gut bucket. Woohoo! All right. And those are my book boxes. You are so welcome. I'm glad you like it. Well, since it's just you and me here, you want to help me put together Rhiannon's gift? It's not a book box, but it's a gift for Rhi. So, I went to the witch store recently. Alright, with everything going on, I wanted to put together a little package for her. So, ouch. Why can't I? Hopefully she's not like lurking. She's not supposed to know. Well, she knows that I just put it together a package for her. But sorry, these noises are loud and annoying. Come on. Sorry about that. It's kind of funny because I actually just recently found out there's one in my town that's literally right next door to my hairdresser. And my husband discovered it because that's where he bought all my birthday presents from with the kids. But by the time I was actually finally gonna go specifically for this present, I went to look and see if they were open, and it was like, oh, we're closed until like the 7th because we're moving locations. And I was like, of course you are, because why wouldn't you be? True. So now we just gotta wait for them to open their new location. All right, so I'll start with the stuff I bought at the witch store, I guess. I feel like this box is like way too big, but I need it for what else I need it for. What is that? So some incense. Protection. I got her this really cool book. Hopefully she doesn't already have it, but it's about her deity. But that, look at this cute little mini tarot deck. Super cute. Hi, Lux Creations. Welcome. Ugh. see. Alrighty. Alex Creations. I don't know if my live got all weird here. Set up now. Sorry, this is probably a really weird angle. I need somebody that can make stickers for me. I don't know anything about these Target boards. Sure, why not? What would be cool? Sorry, this light is blinding. It's a terrible angle. Whatever. That is for a second, Nikki, I didn't realize that was you. I thought it was somebody pretending to be you, and I was about to lose my ever-loving mind. Natasha, this is my best friend Nicolette that I was just telling you about. Feel free to follow her. Thanks for gifting me, bestie. Are you still working on Kane, or did you finally finish that one? Yay! I'm so freaking excited for Kane. So, Natasha, I have a mission for you. If you can, you should definitely get all of Nicolette's books and get caught up, because book 4 is about to drop ASAP. And you're going to be obsessed with Kane like everybody else is. Everybody over here is just like dying to meet Kane. We're all like, okay, Liam was great, but we need Kane. All right, Nikki, I love you. Good luck. Text me. Yay. Let me just tell you about this character, Natasha. This man was only supposed to be a short story, and he has now taken over Nicolette's entire life and created a place for him in her series that was not supposed to be there. And yeah, so literally took over her whole life. Like, I don't even know if he's gonna let you finish the book, Nikki. Is he gonna allow that? That's my question. All right, for real. Love you. Bye. Hi, Ava. Oh, it was great. Yeah, like he was only supposed to be like a reader magnet book, and yeah, he definitely was like a reader magnet. I think you misunderstand how important I am. Oh, it was great. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to wrap a couple more of these things for Rhiannon, and then I'm going to put them in her box, and then we'll start working on another book box. Because I have... Let's go. I can't function without my list. Where's my list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Ooh, but if we're going to do that, I have to color some more. I only had that one picture that was done. She does mostly on Amazon because she is high function. She is high tempo writing. So she literally finishes a book, writes the next one, finishes a book, writes the next one. So she does sell them directly on her website. So if you go to her website, you should be able to order some. But I don't know. I can text her and ask her if she's fulfilling direct orders. Let me see. I'll text her real quick. Because I think she's already left. Hi, Anju. Welcome. The only rules here is that we be kind and respectful. I just texted her. I'll let you know what she says. I don't know if she has any on hand. Oh, crap. Ah, what are you doing, computer? Oh, I'll let you know what she says. Oh, hey, thank you, whoever sent me a bunch of roses. Oh, it was you, Natasha. Thanks. I only have imperfect copies on hand. Like book 3 has blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's really up to her. Amazon has the most recent copies. So if you want the most recent copies, it looks like Amazon is going to be the best bet for you at the moment. She just doesn't have any on hand. So I can also order some, but they just won't be signed by her with the artwork. And I plan to get the correct ones soon, which can be purchased with the artwork and stickers. Okay. Okay, so she said it's up to you. She plans to get some on hand. She just does not have any at the moment. So you can either get some from Amazon or you can wait until she gets the correct ones. I just don't know when that'll be. Especially if she is in the process of finishing this book. I will let her know. She says they are pretty. I might wait and maybe she will have all of them. Just buy the bundle. Okay. She says she would like to buy a I'll reach out to her on TikTok when I get them. Okay. All right, so she'll reach out to you when she gets them. Okay, cool. Look at me. I love you. Bye. I love her. She's fantastic. Oh, tell her if she sees 2 TikTok accounts, they're both me. No one is stealing my identity yet. LOL. I forgot about that. Hi, Mario. Welcome. Yay. I'm so freaking excited. I can't wait for her to publish this. Sorry, she's okay. Hi, Madison. Welcome. The only rules we have here is that we are kind and respectful to each other. I am in the process of transitioning into creating more book boxes for a couple of my other customers that bought some. I am just finishing this other unrelated package. Ow. I guess I'll set another goal. I don't know how any of these work, so I'm just playing with all these. Anyway. All right. All right. All right. All righty. I better plug in my computer. Hopefully my cord reaches all the way over here. All right, there we go. Okay. So, before I can continue with my book boxes, I need to finish coloring a couple of pages. Okay, thanks for hanging out, Natasha. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for getting a book box. I'll get that to you in the mail within the next couple days, okay? I know I said I'd get it to you sooner than that. I apologize. Life got a little crazy. Bye. Okay. Now. Let's see, 123. Oops. Sorry if that was loud, guys. Okay. Hi, Shelbelle. How are you? Hope you're doing well. The only rules we have here is that we're kind and respectful to each other. for a little bit so that I can color for a minute. All right. All right. Terrible angle, but whoops. Fine. Sorry about that. Dropped you. Maybe this will be a better angle. Okay, hi. All right. So, like I said before, I am making book boxes for people that have high alpha male 1. Welcome. There are no rules here except for being kind and respectful to each other. If you are not kind and respectful, you will be kicked. I do not care. Understand that. Okay? So, like I said before, I am doing book boxes. So, in the book box, so people buy books from me because I am a romance author, and I just had a book released called Writer's Melody, and people buy books from me, and I put a. I guess I put one in. People buy books from me, and I put it in a book box. I have 2 copies left of another book called Megra's Discord, and that is the last 2 copies of the books of Megra's Discord that I will be printing because I am going to redo that book. Last 2 copies, legacy copies, and then I'm going to take that. Well, I guess I'll leave it up probably, but I will not be printing it for myself to have on hand to sell anymore. If you want the legacy copies, they are going to remain on Amazon until I take them down after they're redone. The reason for that is I am going to redo them and put it back out. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Oh, I don't usually stay up this late. So last 2 legacy copies. So if you buy a new book box, within the next time while I'm here, hi Kev NYC, then I will put them in those book boxes. Otherwise, when I'm packing the ones on my list, I will put them in there, and then there will be no more. So right now what I am doing is in my book boxes I put a hand-colored picture just because it's just something I like to do. So right now I am finishing these 2 pictures, and then I might color a couple more, depends on how I feel. And then we can start building book boxes again. If you would like to order a book box, please let me know, and we will go from there. I will add you to my list, and I will make your book box for you while you are here. I do have 5 people on my list that are not present, but I will either make them on camera or I will make them later when I get done streaming. But if you are here and you buy a book box, I will make it on camera for you before I get offline. So in the book box, we had a variety of things, a crap ton of things. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to buy directly from me, I would like it to be worth your while. So that's what we're doing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, so that is what we're doing. Actually, be right back. I need my pencil sharpener. Ooh, I don't have very much. Okay. All right. So, sorry about that. I just had to get my puzzle paper. Welcome, Janet. Hope you're doing well tonight. The only rules we have here is that we be respectful and kind to each other. Oh, God. These allergies, man, I'm telling you. Awful, awful, awful. I keep looking at my oil diffuser to make sure it's not catching my house on fire. In case you guys are wondering. So. Let's see. What if I go like this? Right at all. Oh. Hi, Katie. How are you? What is that? 34. We have to get off of here soon. Terrible. I don't know where to put you guys. Definitely gonna have to get off of here soon because my phone is gonna die before too long. But excuse me. Right now I'm just finishing some artwork. I do need to make some book boxes. But in order to make those book boxes, I gotta finish coloring these art pieces because I do like to put a colored page in every single book box just to give everybody a little something unique to look at. And then it's up to them if they want to keep it, great. If not, great. Not like over here being like Picasso or anything, but I do like to color, and I do put coloring books in the book boxes, so I do like to try and give them, like a little, I don't know, thing. But so once I get these pages colored, I can make 2 more book boxes, and then that'll be 2 more off my list. However, if you do want to buy a book box, I will make your book box on live before I get off of here. For those of you that don't know, hi, I'm Jane Marie Fire. I am a romance author. I just released a book back in May called Writer's Melody. It's my first ever full-blown debut. I am trying to get some book boxes sold. Just because if people are going to buy my book, I would much rather they buy it directly from me, because I would like to make it worth their while. Because if they buy it off the Zon, they don't get any personalized personification to it or anything. It's literally the Zon is just going to print it off and send it to you. And it's just kind of meant. But if you buy it directly from me, I'll put a bunch of stuff in, goodies. You could get a little positive potato. You get earrings and bookmarks. You get pens, stickers, keychains, an emotional support axolotl I put together for you. You get a shiny rose, and if you buy one before I get off this live, I have 2 more legacy copies of My Girls Discord left that I will slide in your book box if you haven't bought the book already. That way, you will have one of the last 2 remaining printed copies. I'm not going to print any more copies because I am going to redo those books. I'm so sorry, I'm getting tired. I'm going to reprint those books. I'm going to redo those books. So, excuse me. So I will be reprinting those books, and they'll be completely different. The cover will be the same, but the inside will be completely different. Because now it's been a few years since I've printed it, and it'll be pretty, and I might either add to it or turn it into a full length, or I will write a sequel to it and then release both at the same time. So that is the plan for that. So feel free, if you'd like to buy a book box, let me know below, and I will get one ready for you. I'll add you to my list. But like I said, I have to finish coloring the art that goes in it first. But welcome. Let's see here. Let's do pink. I don't know how much longer I got in me, guys. I might be going to bed soon. I have now been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Excuse me. Do-do-do. Do-do. All right. I have to get off of here soon because my phone is gonna die eventually. Alright, how long have I been going? 2:17. Alright, phone, you got like 15 more minutes, hopefully. Thank you to everybody that did stop by. I really appreciate it. Not that anybody can hear me, but I am very grateful. I am gonna go to bed soon. Do hope to do this more consistently. My life is just crazy. So as mentioned before, I am coloring some art because I will be adding the art. I like to color a page front and back and throw it in the book boxes because I do put coloring books in them. I just think it's a cool, fun thing to do. Hopefully it gets people motivated to be inspired because I do put coloring books in the book boxes. If you would like a book box, they're $20. You can also just buy the book itself, Writer's Melody. It is a rock star romance about a character named Jade and a character named Colton. Their ship name is Jadolton. They go through a lot together. This story, Writer's Melody, is probably the most real, vulnerable thing I think I've ever written, and it's honestly the longest thing I've ever written. It's my debut novel under my pen name of J. Marie Fire, and there's a lot of emotion behind it. I wrote it within 9 months, and of those 9 months, a lot of them were during a very dark time in my life. My husband was going through cancer, and there was a lot of things that he wasn't going through cancer while I was writing Writer's Melody, but he was going through like the after effects of cancer. And we were dealing with a lot of stress, and so we were working through many things, and there's just a lot of real life emotion tied to this book. It means a lot to me. There's a lot of things about Colton that come from my husband. And I don't know, I just think, I know every author can come up here and be like, I just think it's a really good book, but it was a very cathartic book for me to write. And so that's what I mean when I say that it was a good book. I cried writing it multiple times. It's very therapeutic. There's just something to be said about writing your heart out when you're going through some of the darkest moments of your life. And I want to be able to share those moments with the world because escapism is wonderful. But I think, in my opinion, a lot of times when we get lost in the escapism of reading or watching films or something, sure, we want to escape, but we also want to have an outlet that we can process our emotions without doing it in a conventional way. So we can process our emotions internally through the characters on the screen or in the book. And I think that it's very important and healthy to do that. And while I was writing Writer's Melody, there was just a lot that kind of came out, and I feel like it healed a lot within me. And I hope that if you do get the chance to read it, that it that you resonate with some part of it. I really do. It's something that I never really thought about before until I wrote Writer's Melody, is how much that we as humans just deal with in general, and to have a place that we can just heal to ourselves and process internally, I think is very important. And that's what I hope you experience when you read. I will say that it's not going to be your typical run of the mill, I think, because I know, I don't want to spoil anything, but it hits the beats it's supposed to hit, but it's not going to hit the way you think it's going to hit, I think. It's not going to hit the way you expect, I would imagine. I try to, not fall into that right to the market trap that we always find ourselves being trapped in as authors, because that's the hardest thing. Is we have a story that we want to tell, but as we're telling that story, it's a struggle because we have to write to the market. We have to be able to market it, and it's hard because I can say all day it's a rockstar romance, which it is, but it's not typical. And it's a romance, but the way I write is I try to write the plot, and the point of the story is not the romance for me. The point of the story is the growth of the characters. Or when you get to my Billionaire Network series, which should be coming out hopefully soon, it's not the focus isn't the relationship. The focus is the plot of the story, and it's very important to me that the plot comes first. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then the romance comes second. And I hope that some of that translates. Dangerous Dreams isn't going to always be like that. And I will say that Writer's Melody is a little bit different in terms of formula, because of my formula of writing, because it is connected to my best friend's books, and her world is slightly different than mine. We have similar writing, sure, but it's a little different, I think. So I don't know. I just really hope that you like it. And yeah, if you want to buy a book box, they're $20. If you want to buy the book itself, it's $15. You could go to the Zon and buy it there instead if you would like. That's fine too. But yeah, I just hope that you're okay, and that you stay safe, and that everything is going well for you, and that I hope that you like it. If you do get to read it, notification joined, clever. Yeah, let's see, 2:26. All right, let's do 5 minutes. Yeah. What else can I say? My goodness. I did not expect to go this long, that's for sure. All right. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. I might. Really depends on what I've got going on at home. My son is currently sick, so I'm not sure how I was able to pull this off. But I am going to see what happens. And we will find out for sure. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you guys had fun. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. If I can end my stream, that'd be great. All right. Love you guys. Bye.